Justin Bieber is going above and beyond to make sure Hailey Baldwin gets over her insecurities.
And Sofia Richie's fear of Kourtney Kardashian is spiraling out of control as she's demanded her to stay away from Scott Disick.
And Travis Scott partied it up in a hotel room with multiple women and no Kylie Jenner. Ugh, we are angry about this.
Yep.
We're talking about all of these stories right now on Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. I'm Madison Hill.
And I'm Devin Howard.
Okay, the first thing we're talking about is Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. So earlier this week, we filled you guys in, on the reason behind Justin and Hailey's multiple public breakdowns. Because
it's so weird.
There's been a lot. It's
There's
really,
been a lot.
really interesting. So a source spoke to a Radar Online and said that the couple's, quote, mood swings, which I think is a really nice way to put public breakdowns, were in large part due to Hailey feeling inferior to none other than Selena Gomez.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. This has kind of been a constant problem,
Right.
pretty much their whole relationship.
Yeah.
So at the time, the source said that Justin was doing everything he could to reassure Hailey, and now we know exactly what he's doing. A source told Hollywood Life that Justin is, quote, doing his best to make his fiance feel secure, happy, and cared for, even though Justin still gets a lot of attention from other women everywhere he goes.
Naturally, he's Justin Bieber.
Exactly. And I'm
Yeah.
like, most of his fans are female. So the fact that he's not even giving them the time of day when he's out, I think is actually kind of a big deal because that could end up backfiring on him later
his
down
career,
the
yeah.
later down the line. And I also think it sounds a little bit drastic. Like, Hailey Baldwin has the ring. I think it's time that she starts acting like it. And that's not all he's doing. The source went on to report to Hollywood Life, quote, Justin gives all his attention to Hailey and never brings up or mentions any of his famous exes. This rule applies even more when it comes to Selena, and the source reports that he won't even say her name.
I mean, it's so weird to me. I don't even know how to articulate how I feel about this because on the one hand, I understand why Hailey wouldn't want Justin to be talking about his ex. I've always noticed that it's a huge red flag when a guy's always talking about his ex.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to be involved with somebody like that either.
But I don't even necessarily know if he's always talking about his ex. I feel like it just kind of might be something that's brought up, here and there. And the fact that he can't even say her name, I just think that sounds like borderline crazy.
It does sound borderline crazy. I think that if she comes up naturally in a conversation, then it should be able to happen without a big blow up happening. But again, if he's talking about her constantly, I would understand why Hailey's like, okay, shut up, stop.
No, exactly. And I feel like at some point they're all going to run into each other. They're
are.
all run in the same circle. So I'm like, girl, you're going to have to get over it eventually. But
Yeah.
someone who gets Hailey Baldwin is Sofia Richie because she's in a similar situation minus the ring. So she has a little less security.
Yeah.
We've now learned that Sophia's fear of Kourtney stealing Scott has peaked this week, and she's confronting Kourtney about it.
Oh my gosh.
A source told Life and Style magazine that Sophia recently reached out to Kourtney and told her to, quote, back off.
What?
Right?
I can't believe that. Sophia's 19.
And she's calling the baby mama saying back off. I mean,
Wow.
I've got to give her props. She's really fighting for her man, but I'm like, is Scott Disick really worth the fight?
No.
I don't think so. The source went on to say, quote, Scott's caught in the middle. He loves Sophia, but will always have a soft spot for Kourtney, which makes sense. They have 3 kids together. They were a little family at one point. So I think it's a little absurd for Sophia to ask Kourtney to back off because it's kind of impossible for her to fully do so.
I mean, what she's probably referring to is Kourtney calling Scott all the time now that she's out of this relationship with Eunice. They were hanging out at Kylie's birthday.
Right, exactly. All
Yeah.
of that is leading up to the situation. And Sophia does, it kind of sounds like she gets the co-parenting thing a little bit. The source went on to say that Sophia, quote, understands that they have to remain civil for the kids, but has become convinced that Kourtney is trying to steal her man back.
You know, I kind of agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually was talking about this earlier in the week. Kourtney's definitely warming up to the idea of Scott coming back into her life in a romantic way. I mean, what I've learned is that she's been calling him all the time, and she's definitely open to it. Obviously, the family is on board Kourtney and Scott getting back together, so...
I mean, I've always said I wouldn't hate if they got back together.
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic. They have kids together. So honestly, I think it's kind of meant to be. I think Sophia's 19 and really just needs to go out there and live her life.
Yeah.
She is not ready to be a stepmom. Let's
No.
be honest. I don't care what you say. When you're 19, you're not ready to be a stepmom.
No, it's a huge responsibility.
And her doing these things, like confronting Kourtney, kind of sounds like she's just going to keep pushing Scott away, because we know previously a source told Radar Online that Sophia is also clinging to Scott and freaks out when he doesn't answer his phone. So with all of these things, I just feel like they're doomed.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought that they would have a long-term relationship, and the fact that they've made it this far is a huge accomplishment in itself, but I don't see it going on for much longer.
No, let's let them get back together, Sophia. You go live your life. Go find another young celeb.
Yeah, a nice
on, girl.
young guy who doesn't have a history of crazy partying
I
and
like
wild nights out.
Well, speaking of wild nights out, this next one has me all fired up, and I know you're going to be fired up too.
Yes.
So as you guys know, Kylie and Travis kind of freaked us all out when they chose to walk the VMA carpet separately. However, they were later seen inside, so we were like, okay, everything's fine. But no.
Yeah.
We've now learned that although Kylie and Travis did attend the VMAs together, they were seen leaving an after party in separate cars that drove them to separate hotels. So they did not stay together, which is weird.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Okay, that's strange, and it gets worse. So what Travis did in that hotel room is what has my stomach so upset. A source just revealed to Radar Online that while Travis was having his solo hotel stay, he threw an after party in his room to celebrate his album and the VMAs, further proving nothing good happens after midnight.
No.
My mom always said that, and this is true.
Yes.
Because the real kicker is he forgot to invite Kylie and somehow found the time to invite multiple random women.
Oh, he forgot.
Okay, just pulling a page out of old Tristan Thompson's book.
Seriously. Oh,
Not
my
the
gosh.
person you want to be following.
No.
The source told Radar Online, quote, Travis got it crackin'. He had an after party at his hotel, and Kylie wasn't invited. He had 3 fine babes in his room. I love how just, candid this source is. It really cracks me up.
3 fun babes.
I love the term crackin'. I'm going to start using that in my daily language. Apparently, Travis didn't technically cheat on Kylie, but he came very, very, very close.
No.
The source says that one of the women gave him a topless massage.
Okay, that's cheating, I feel
That's
like.
how I feel too. I was like, I know, technically, you guys know where I'm going. That did not happen, but a topless massage is very close.
I mean, it's not okay no matter what. Once you're in a situation where somebody is topless and touching another person in a romantic way, it's not okay.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
So Travis reportedly found these 3 women while he was at the original after party with Kylie, which I think makes the situation worse. The source says that he saw them and asked one of his friends to secretly invite them back to his hotel room. Shady AF.
Seriously, I mean, I always thought Travis I thought he had a good head on his shoulders. He seems so committed to Kylie. He seems ready to pretty much get down on one knee. What is this all about? Is the #1 album getting to his head?
Either that, or it's the stress of everything that's been going on with Nicki Minaj. Ariana Grande shaded him today too. I don't know what is going on, but he needs to reel it in.
Yeah, this is bad. Bad news.
Because he's, in my mind, getting on the same level as Tristan Thompson. And we all know how we feel about Tristan Thompson.
Oh, we've made it abundantly clear.
No, we are not fans. So Travis, get it together.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, let us know what you think about all of these stories. What do you think about Justin Bieber not mentioning Selena's name in front of Hailey to help her get over those insecurities? What do you think about Sophia Richie confronting Kourtney Kardashian about staying away from Scott Disick? And last but not least, what do you think about the story of Travis Scott partying it up with multiple women in a hotel room without Kylie?
Ugh.
Talk it out down there in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys here next time on Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. Bye, guys.